How's everybody doing out there? The weather out here is crazy. It's like very cold. But today is a big day, isn't it? It's an exciting day today because today, let me go ahead and get this. There we go. Okay. Can you see me better that way instead of looking at the side of my ugly face? Yeah, you can look at the front of my ugly face. Age will make you ugly. Most people don't age pretty. I can tell you that. Okay. What we got here? Okay, we'll have to talk to that guy later. We can't talk right now. So, I got my heater on, so if you hear any ambient noises in the background, now you know why. You gotta have the little heater on. It's freezing cold out here. And I hope everybody's had a great week. My week's been really great. We got the truck out of here temporarily, the 75 Chevy truck. So let's go ahead and talk to a couple people. We got Chop Shop Art. It's already back. Okay, so somebody says the TikTok's already back. Let me look and see. Because if it is, we're still going to talk about TikTok. No. I'm sorry. Looky here. It says, oh, wowie wow. Look what it says right there, guys. It says, thanks for your patience and support. As a result of President Trump's efforts, TikTok is back in the USA. You can continue to create, share, and discover all the things that you love on TikTok. Wow. So TikTok is back. Aren't we just awesomely, beautifully blessed that our wonderful president brought TikTok back to America? I'm actually shocked. Now, I'm with old King of Cans. Who cares? I was actually excited when they said TikTok was banned for several reasons that we're going to go on about. When TikTok first came out, I clearly and precisely remember that President Trump said that he is going to do everything he can in his effort to get rid of TikTok because TikTok is a communist-owned company, app. And the reason that they wanted to ban TikTok in America is because TikTok is specifically and creatively designed for this right here, a cell phone. And you carry this cell phone everywhere you go. If you can actually get a zipper put on your arm where you can open your skin up and carry your phone, you would do that. Because without this, people can't live anymore. This is like their lifeline. This is it right here. Everywhere they go, they carry a phone. And even when you go to let's say you go to a convenience store, for instance, and you're just going in to get something to drink or possibly use the restroom, what do? You grab your phone, you put it in your pocket, it's time to go in the store. Even though you're only going to be in there 2 or 3 minutes, you have to have your phone with you. So, Mopar Nut here says, what about Temu? Yeah, Temu's another scumbag corporation. But anyway, Trump is extending time, fans hoping ByteDance could make a 50% U.S. ownership. Well, I don't know what's going on with ownership and all this, but the deal with TikTok, and this is the information that I've gathered, not particularly 100% accurately true, is that the reason the U.S. Congress and Supreme Courts have want to ban TikTok is because everywhere you go with your phone, it is actually hooking up to Wi-Fi, especially when you're at home. Because if you have your Wi-Fi set on automatic, and I'm going to show you, where it auto hooks up. It'll automatically find, okay, and here's a bunch of them right here. There's other ones too. It'll automatically find the network that's closest. And if that network is a free network, it'll automatically hook up to that network. And what happens is when your phone hooks up to that network, whoever is around you with another cell phone or whoever is in the same vicinity and isn't hooked up, it will catch the information off those people around you on their phone. And they are getting data information continuously, 24 hours a day, of every American in the world that has a cell phone. Now you tell me one kid that's not over the age of 4 years old that doesn't have a cell phone. Give me one example of a child that is 5 years plus old that does not know how to work one of these and carry one with them. This is the most lucrative and decisive piece of machinery that was ever invented for any government in the world to follow you and trace you down and track your steps. So then we come into the conclusion that China is a communist country. But then on the other hand, because out in China, they don't have freedom of speech. They don't have freedom of speech in China. You're not allowed to go out in the middle of the street and protest whatever you want and do whatever you want. But on the other hand, we got President Trump and some other influential characters that are stating that the government is ruining our freedom of speech. Am I right or wrong? Okay. So then, what does China do? What does China do in America? It's okay for them to say, you are ruining our freedom of speech. But you're China. You're not America. You are only China. And you got this $1 trillion app that is carried by over 11 million people in America. And I'm going to tell you something else about TikTok that I believe. I think that TikTok, 70% of the stuff you see on there is fake news. It's fake. It's brainwashing you. It is subliminal messaging you, okay? And it's a joke. I was actually happy when they said get rid of TikTok. I was actually happy. I didn't delete my TikTok because I actually upload videos on there to promote my YouTube channels. Now, they're short videos. I got about 30 of them on there. And all it is to help people out. If I see something interesting, I'll film it, or I'll have Minnie come over and I'll film it. But I'm not making money on TikTok. Now, I got a notice from TikTok and said, you have reached this certain level of status, and you now qualify to monetize your content and become a paid creator on TikTok, but I never filled that out. Because I'm really not interested in TikTok. My main concern is YouTube. I like YouTube. I like the format. And I don't think YouTube is following me around. And everywhere I go, when I'm on Wi-Fi, they're watching me take a shit or whatever. Now, a lot of people claim that cell phones, the cameras in them, as long as your phone's on, even when the screen is black, that the cyber world space is actually watching you doing stuff. You know, is that a conspiracy theory? I don't know. I really don't know. But I will say that I was actually happy because I'm not for China. Okay? China has it's basically taken America away from the Americans. And if you don't think so, look around. Someone asked about Temu. Temu is a China company that's based in America. And they are stealing. They'll tell you, go ahead and sign up. And we're going to give you free stuff. Or we're going to sell it to you dirt. That's because they want your information. They're selling your information. They're getting your bank accounts. They're getting your IRS accounts. They're getting your addresses. They're getting everything and anything they can get from you. China is supposed to be our enemy. China, when there's a war going on, and America is supporting a country, okay? And we're giving a country, I'm talking about the letter A. So we're giving a country all their weapons. We're supplying them with money instead of taking care of America. And we're sending jet airplanes over there and tanks and ammunition and everything else. Who do you think is supplying B country? You got A country, America supporting, then you got B country. Who do you think's supplying them with all their stuff? China. China is basically fighting against us. So don't sit there and say China is our friend and China is this and China is that, because China is a joke. China, and this is with the help, of course, of our government. Our government has manipulated themselves into deceivingly get in bed with China. And it all comes down to what, people? The mighty dollar bill. That's what it comes down to. The mighty dollar bill. Can we do that right there? Yes, we can. It all comes down to the mighty dollar bill. What politician can we make rich quick so they will sign this and do that? Because you know what? They ain't going to care about you, the little peanut head that is nothing to nobody. That's what we are. We're nothing to nobody. We are nothing. Our vote does not count. My true beliefs of the United States government and any other world leadership politician-based society is that it's all a rigged system. I believe that even Trump is part of that system. Because always remember this, people. You got to have a good that is going to be against the bad. Okay? Does that make sense? When you watch a movie, what is it? Good versus bad. Good versus evil. And then it always comes out that the good always wins. So always remember one thing. You always have to have good and bad with whatever goes on in life. I believe that this is all a set-up deal, and it's been that way for many, many years. I don't believe it when we started our government with George Washington being our president, with the constitutional rights and Thomas Jefferson and Benjamin Franklin and all the other warriors of America, I believe that it was all a true, honest situation. But today, the society we live in, I don't believe it. I think that I'm glad that Trump's in. I think we're going to have 4 years of good stuff going on. But I also think that in the, what can I say, the dreamland of the big picture we're looking at, behind the scenes, there's going to be other stuff that's going to be done for the high and mighty, rich, corporational people. I am not for Democrats, I can tell you that. I am for myself. If anybody out there that's been watching my channel for many, many years knows that my political world is right here. This is it. I'm my own president. I'm my own king. This is my property, my rules, my regulations, and that's how it should be anyway. you're going to have to pay taxes whether you like it or not. That's evident, okay? Relevant. So what's the deal with TikTok? What's your thoughts about it? My thoughts about it is TikTok can take their crap and get the hell out of America. My thoughts about it is Americans need to stand up and start manufacturing their own goods and make the manufacturing of America better. Because anything and everything that you get from China is junk. It's total junk. I work in the automotive industry. I work with aftermarket stuff day in, day out, all day long, and it's junk. Before I buy anything for one of my personal vehicles, I'll research that part to see where the part's made. And it always says that it's made in Thailand, made in Taiwan, made in China. A matter of fact, you know, it's very rare. It's very rare to see anything that says made in Japan anymore. Have you ever noticed that? You don't really see anything that says made in Japan. And something else that's really crooked and denial about China, because now we're talking about aftermarket parts. We already know TikTok's back. Whoopie wow. Okay? And it ain't going anywhere anyway. It's not going anywhere anyway. We already knew that. You know, we already knew that that was going to happen. Like I said a few minutes ago, when TikTok came out, Trump was all against it. We don't want it. We do not want TikTok here. It's a communist country. We don't want nothing to do with it. Now all of a sudden, Trump is praising TikTok. We're going to keep it. Thank you very much. Scott Neighbors says my friend Pete's worth $10 today. I appreciate that. My personal opinion is I don't like TikTok because of what they are and what they stand for. Now, if you got any kind of brains at all, if you're not a dumbass and you know how to read what's going on and see what's going on, then you'll know that 70% of everything on TikTok is fake. And it's that fake news that they throw in your face and all that fake AI crap that they're throwing in your face that is subliminally putting messages in your brain. America is not America anymore, okay? We are this close to being NWO. That's how close we are to being NWO. Trump's already mentioned the words, well, maybe we'll make Canada one of our states. Well, we're going to buy Greenland and make that one of our states. Why? What's so fantastic about Greenland? I don't understand that. Because of the minerals that are there? Because of the mining structure of who can get the most lithium out of the ground first? I don't understand. And that's what politics are all about, okay? Here's another little situation for you. When I first moved here, I actually got a phone call from a corporation, and I believe it was the corporation called Blackstone. They wanted to buy my property. They offered me a lucrative amount of money to buy my property, pack my shit, and get the fuck out. I told them to go fuck theirself. Don't fucking call back. My shit ain't for sale. When I sell it, I'll sell it for what I want to sell it for. But you can sell it now and make this big amount of cash. I don't give a fuck about your big amount of cash. Don't call me back. I will never, listen to me close, I will never sell out to a corporation. Never. I'll live here and die here before that happens. Okay? The corporate world of America is one of the most vile and lethal destructions that have taken America down to where we're at today. In my opinion, I don't think Trump is going to bring America back to what it used to be 25, 30, 40 years ago. No fucking way. It ain't going to happen. He might make it a little better, but I'm going to wake everybody up that doesn't know this. Anything that is produced, manufactured, or processed, the prices are not going to go down. Because anything that's produced, manufactured, or processed, besides commodities, which include pork, beef, chicken, milk, dairy products, eggs, they have employees that are making all that stuff. And the manufacturer company is not going to go up to the employee and say, oh, hey, guess what? Oh, I hate to disappoint you, but Trump's in office now, and we're going to lower our prices on our product, and you're going to have to take a pay cut. So if you don't like it, fuck off. I don't care. That ain't going to happen. Because all the employees that produce all those goods and manufacture all that stuff and process all that fake food, they have to pay their bills too. They have to pay their rent. They got to pay their car insurance. And they got to keep up with the economy that our faithful president, Joe Obama, has done to us. So I'm speculating what Trump is going to do to make America great for us again. Now, he claims he's going to put tariffs on China. Putting a tariff on China, yet keeping TikTok here? Are you fucking shitting me, dude? Okay, I'm going to threaten China. We're going to put tariffs on them. But guess what? I'm going to let them have TikTok in America so they can watch each and every individual in America. It's the stupidest fucking shit I've ever fucking seen is this fucking political shit. Okay? Politics suck, plain and simple. The only politics that we should be worrying about is where the fuck you live. Your surrounding area around you. Because the big world of politics, the fucking, the deep state politics, and Trump's involved in the deep state, okay? Don't tell me he's not. He's a politician now, big time politician. I don't like politics. I don't like politicians. I think they're all trash. Okay? They go in there as an honest Joe person. They come out a piece of shit, filthy fucking rich. I own 7 houses around the United States, and I got more money in the bank than you do because I got insider trade action that you can't have. Now, how is that being an American? So, back to TikTok. Okay, Fu Man Poo says Trump never lies. Okay, I never said Trump's a liar, but I'm just curious of how is he going to make America great and who is he making America great for? That's what I'm wondering. Because in my eyes, to make America great, you will have to sell us vehicles for $50,000, or should I say $50,000 down. That means that the manufacturers will have to drop all their vehicles down half price to where an average American can actually afford it. He will have to drop all the prices of all the fuels and all the food and everything that will make an average American actually survive. He will have to go into California and completely turn California around into part of America instead of their own democracy, because that's what California is. Their flag, and if you live in California, I feel sorry for you. The Californian flag says the Republic of California. There ain't no republic about California. It's a democracy. They need to change their flag to the democracy of California, okay? The dictatorship of California. Trump will have to go in and instead of putting tariffs and regulations on China, maybe he ought to start concerning himself with what's really going on in America right here with a company called Blackstone. How many people out there know the history of Blackstone? Do you know the history of Blackstone? No, I'm not talking about Black Rock. I'm talking about Blackstone. All right? I'm going to pull a little article up here. Let's see if we can get it. And I'll read it to you. So we got Blackstone that, and this here says they didn't, but they did, okay? They forced financial crisis on foreclosures across America. They're the ones that created the downfall of the 2008 housing crisis. And they have profited. Blackstone actually owns more properties in America than Americans do. Blackstone has made about $7 billion since their home rental business went public in 2017. Do you know why you're paying high price rental? Do you know why? Because of Blackstone. Because Blackstone has cornered the rental property fucking business in America. You and me as individuals, we can't really even own a rental home anymore. We can't go out and get a loan to buy a second or third house to fix up because Blackstone is part of the deep state. And they are one of the causes of the interest rates that are so sky high, you can't even use a mountain climbing gear to get to the top of them. Because they're a corporation that has cornered the market on American property, housing, industry, rental, apartments, etc., etc. It states right here, lower post-crisis homes prices could have been an opportunity to increase affordable ownership. But too often instead, Wall Street buyers swept in while neighborhood families were left out of the game altogether. How many people out there remember 2008 and how many people lost all their homes? Did you just catch that? Wall Street buyers swept in while neighborhood families were left out of the game altogether, unable to compete with cash buyers or denied access to credit. For these Wall Street speculators, with Blackstone being the biggest one, the recession of 2008 was not economically and emotionally devastating as it was for all the families that lost their homes. It was a market opportunity for corporation industries like Blackstone. I don't know how many times I got to say this. There isn't an American dream anymore. There's not an American dream to go out and buy a brand new car. There's not an American dream to go out and purchase your first home. It's over. The only American dream that we got now is to survive. To this day, until whenever, we're still going to pay shitloads of money at the grocery stores to buy groceries to feed ourselves. Gas, it's going to go down a little bit, and it's going to make you feel like, oh, golly, gilly, look, Trump's doing something. The gas prices are going down. Oh, my God. With 9 million foreclosures lost to families, there were many properties that were distressed and cheap. That means the banks wanted to sell them, get rid of them. Blackstone took advantage of that 2000 disclosure by buying these type of homes. Blackstone funded Invitation Homes in 2012. They bought at least, are you ready for this? Are you sitting down? Blackstone bought at least 78,000 homes in 2012 alone. 78,000. That was 2012. That was 14, almost 15 years ago. So you can imagine what Blackstone has now. And the owner of Blackstone, let me tell you about this scumbag. He doesn't care one crack ass about you. He doesn't give a shit what you feel about him. So, I can go on and tell you all about Blackstone, but let me go ahead and tell you what's going on now with Blackstone. Okay, let me go ahead and bring you in on this situation. We got California that is basically burned down to the ground. Let's all feel sorry for California. We won't say anything about North Carolina. We love our celebrities and they come first, even though the celebrities are the only ones that really have the insurance to cover their properties, while the working class America got fucked. Because last year, all the insurance companies got together and said, we are going to drop fire insurance on all the Californians. And then this is their acknowledgement to that, to tell everybody why they did it. We're going to drop it because California doesn't take care of their properties and it's a complete fire hazard. And sooner or later, all the houses are going to burn down anyway. They don't clean the brush. They don't take care of dead trees and do what they're supposed to do like the other states do. Okay, we got your boy Jenkins that has sent me like 78 messages, said I donated $5. I didn't see anybody that donated $5. So I'm really sorry if I didn't see it. Thank you very much, your boy Jenkins. Okay, I just read your comment. I donate $5. You don't read my message. Come on. I donate $5. You don't read my message. Come on. Okay? If you really feel that particular about that, your boy Jenkins YT, take your $5 and stick it in your fucking ass. There. I read your fucking comment. All right? What do you want me to do? Give me your address there and I'll send your $5 back to you. I don't ask for fucking money. I don't want your fucking money. And if you want to give me a little donation, that's fine. Do it. But don't come on here putting fucking comments, 9,000 million comments. You don't read my comment and I gave you $5. What are you going to say next? $5 make you holla. I give you $5 make you holla. Give me $5, I make you holla. Fuck you and your $5, okay? Leave another comment and I'll just block your ass, bitch. I don't give a fuck about you and your $5. And we got spam. Oh, here's Spamos Serious. Okay? What is it with all these? You know what? I think these haters, I think it's like 2 or 3 people and they got 987 YouTube fucking accounts. And they don't give a fuck if they get blocked or not because they'll just open another account. So anyway, let's get back to the story. Fuck off, Mr. $5 guy. Okay? Let's go ahead and keep going here. What the problem we have is Blackstone is now going into California, and I think they're doing this in North Carolina too. They're going into California and they are offering to buy all these properties that have burned down, all these properties, and they're offering cash money 2 to 3 times higher than what the insurance companies are paying. Now, let me ask you this. Is that fair? That brings us back to TikTok. That brings us back to TikTok. Why do the corporations and all these giant fucking funded $1 trillion operations, why do they get to do all this shit? Why? Don't you think that there should be a regulation, a cap off where they can't corner the market, where you and me as the U.S. citizen can have our opportunity to buy some property and make a rental house out of it? You can't even buy a house and rent it anymore because the fucking rent is more than a fucking house payment, mortgage. If you're renting a house, I want to know how much you're paying for rent. If you're renting a house, how much are you paying for rent? Then you got these corporations, Blackstone, that are building these massive neighborhoods full of houses. Oh, here we go. Cry, baby, cry. Why won't you read my $5 donation? I'll tell you what I'm going to do, asswipe. I just read it, and now you're gone. Fuck you. You loser-ass motherfucker. You don't want to get with the program. You don't want to listen to the truth. Get the fuck out of here, okay? I don't give a fuck. Keep your $5. And I'm going to go ahead and tell everybody else this. I don't want your money, okay? I don't want it. If you want to give me a donation, that's fine. But I'm not asking people out there. I don't have my PayPal account up and what's that? GoFundMe and what's that other one that they use on YouTube here? I don't even remember the fucking name of it. Alex A says he pays $242 in Miami for a 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath house. I'd like to know what that address is. I want to look it up on Google Earth. I'd like to see that, Alex A. That's that's hard to believe. I'm sorry. I can't believe you're only paying $242 a month for a 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath house. We got David Loist online. How you doing, Dave? I hope you haven't lost your job. Last time we talked to David Loist, he was in serious medical condition in the hospital. He was on his way to losing everything he owned and finding a place to live. So we're going to pray for our buddy David Loist and hope that he gets his program together. Blackstone is worse than BlackRock, okay? Blackstone, and see, that's what I don't understand. The government lets these high-end trillion-dollar corporations do whatever they want, and then they don't even have to pay taxes. But you and me, we're taxed to death. We pay more taxes than anybody on earth. All I can say about TikTok, people, is, it ain't going anywhere. I can tell you that. I never did think it was going anywhere. I knew Trump would come in and save them. But see, that's the kind of politics we're looking at here. That's what we're talking about. We got Eddie Kane. How you doing, Ed? We got, what we got here is we got a fucking crooked politicianal run government. And we're not talking in America, we're talking all over the world. So this kind of makes Trump look like a traitor. Kind of makes him look like he's backstepping and not doing what he said he would do. Because when TikTok first came out, he said he was going to get rid of TikTok. TikTok is this, TikTok is that. We don't want TikTok, blah, blah, blah. And the Democrats were shutting him down, saying, fuck you, you're not getting rid of TikTok. So now he's coming back and saying, well, I love TikTok. We're keeping TikTok. I'm going to let TikTok stay here. But then on the other hand, we're going to put tariffs on China. Do you know what's going to happen when a tariff is put on a country that sells America products? Do you know? That means whatever, if you're paying $5 for that product now, plan on paying $10 for it to compensate for the tariffs that our faithful president is going to put on that country. I don't see where America's getting great, people. I don't see it. I'm sorry. I don't visualize America being great. I don't visualize America getting to be great again. It'll never be great. That was over in the mid-'80s. I don't see anything. A matter of fact, I would say this. The downfall of America started with George Bush Jr. George Bush Jr. days was the downfall of America. He was a Republican. But on the other hand, he played democratic ways. Does that make any sense? He was a crooked, vile, piece of shit president. And when he came in office, that, my friend, was the light switch that turned on the downfall for America. Jimmy Carter. God rest his soul. Do we love Jimmy Carter? If you know the history of Jimmy Carter, you shouldn't. Okay? If you know what he did to our country, you wouldn't like him. But he was our president. He was our faithful president, and we should all love Jimmy Carter. And God rest his soul, and let's hope that he won't be in purgatory all his life for what he did to America. We got Terrence Graham, $3,000 in Australia, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, $2,400 for 2 bedrooms, 1-bath apartment. $2,400 a month for a 2-bedroom, 1-bath apartment. $3,000 for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Unfucking believable. My first apartment when I was 17 years old, and I can tell you this, I can take you right to that apartment where I lived, it's still there. Cost me $60 fucking dollars a month. $60 a month. That was reasonable. Anybody in the world back then could afford $60 fucking dollars a month. I think it might have been 75. We got Dale Beard in Nova Scotia, 3-bedroom and 1-bath, $1,000 per month. I can only imagine what the fuck that looks like. 3 bedrooms and 1 bathroom? Motherfucker. Terrence Graham said from Australia that rent has doubled in 4 years. Well, rent has quadrupled here in 4 years, buddy. Yeah, the Carter recession. You got that right, Mopar. Carter screwed us up big time. I actually think Carter did us worse in the 70s than Biden did for us now. I would have to weigh out the structure on that, but I believe so. I've thought all my life, and this is since I was a little kid, that politics were crooked. I never believed in politics. When I was a little kid and everybody was praising presidents and this, that, and the other, I would say he's a crooked piece of shit. He's a liar and he's a cheat. And he is not for America. And everybody would laugh at me. Oh, look at the cute little kid. He's going to be a politician one day. I ain't going to be a fucking politician. My first apartment, I got strangled in the front on the patio with piano wire. Day in the life of a young mafia capo, says Makers. Okay, so from what I got from that, he said, I guess, from his first apartment, he can see somebody get strangled with a piano wire on his front porch. I believe that's what he was trying to say. Yeah, but recession is a good thing. Brings prices down. It does? Wow. I don't think so. I don't think it does. I don't think it does at all. What it does, it restructures the economy, and it doesn't make it better for anybody. I'll be honest with you. When we had the 2008 housing crash, I don't know how the fuck I paid for my house and my shop. I don't know how it happened. I don't know how the fuck I paid my taxes and everything else. I'm still bamboozled and flabbergasted to this day. How did I survive? You want me to tell you how I survived? Jesus Christ, my friend. Jesus Christ is how I survived. Because I prayed every single day like I do now. That's the first thing I do when I wake up is I pray to Jesus Christ. Okay? Jesus Christ. If you listen to my friend Pete, I'm going to tell you how you can be rich. I'm going to give you the best 100% example of how you can be a rich man or woman. Right there. You believe in that right there. And you pray every day. And I guarantee you, your bills will be paid. You will have some money in the bank, and you will not give a shit about money. Because once He is in your heart, that's all you need. That's the only way that I can figure out, and I still sit here in the shadows of my fucking shop, and I ask myself, how did I survive the life that I lived with all the hell that I went through from being a child, an abused, horrific, hated child, to this day right now? I don't know how it happened. The only conclusion I can come to is Jesus Christ, our God. That's the only thing I can think of. That's it. Like that song that goes, we have to pray just to make it today. I don't know that song for 1948, but it makes a lot of sense. I think that TikTok uses and manipulates religion to make you believe that they're doing the right thing. Does that make any sense? I believe that TikTok is not really a form of freedom of speech, but more freedom of communism. They are bringing the communist country into America so it will mold itself in to be an NWO, bitch! The government doesn't give a shit about me. I'm old, I'm ugly, and I'm on my last years of life. The only thing the government cares about is the younger generation, the children that are still in school, growing up, that are going to grow up into this environment, and this is what they will be used to. What you and me say now doesn't make a shit. The speech and the talks that I am talking about now, it doesn't matter. Because the younger people aren't listening. They're sitting there going, what is he talking about? What the fuck does he mean? I don't understand. When I was a little kid, I would mow lawns. I would mow lawns to make my money so I can buy models, comic books, and everything else. I would go to the corner drugstore, which is now a liquor store. It was owned by the neighbor across the street from us. Her name was Mary Ann. She owned the biggest liquor store on 38th Street. I believe that was 38th and Decatur. I don't remember. I lived at 38th and Bryant. So it might have been, 38th and Clay Street maybe. Yeah, you got it right, Mopar. We're dinosaurs. You got it. So when I was a kid, nobody called quarters. They didn't call quarters. You didn't even hear that name, quarter. Okay, I'm talking about a coin. Okay, a little coin that is a quarter, 25 cents. When I was a little kid, does anybody know what they call? There you go. We got an old bastard online here, Deaky Stone. 2 bits. Are you sure it was 2 bits? 4 bits was 50 cents, I guess. Yeah, that's right, 2 bits. We got Wallace Sullivan. So I would mow lawns for 4 bits. I would get 50 cents to mow a lawn. And we're not talking some little fucking square. We're talking like some big giant fucking yard with hills. Okay, we're talking using push mowers. Okay, let me show you this. All right, here. All right, I know I've shown this before, but I'm going to go ahead and show it again. We're not talking electric lawnmowers of today that were purchased over at fucking Harbor Freight. We're talking about this lawnmower right here. Look at that lawnmower. That right there is what I used to mow lawns with. Right there. That's it. For 50 fucking cents. 50 cents. Maybe sometimes $1. Yeah, you got it right, Kimberly. 2 bits for a haircut. Has anybody ever used one of those? How many people have used one of those? Here you go. How many people has used these? Does anybody know what those are? What do you think those are? Who knows what these are? Somebody tell me what the fuck these are. These were mine when I was a child. I've had these since I was a little kid. My dad bought these for me. He bought 3 pairs of these and he painted the handles red, blue, and green. I got the red pair. My other brothers got the other ones. Who knows what those are? Of course, you know, if you're an old bastard like me, you're going to know. You're going to know. So now we got to put that back so it won't fall. Those were my personal fucking clippers. And when I mowed a fucking lawn for 50 cents, I'd have to go around and clip the fucking grass with those. So don't sit there and tell me that you're working as hard as you can on TikTok to make a living. You don't know what work is, bitch. You don't, excuse me, fucking know. You know, all these whiny ass scumbag motherfuckers on TikTok that have TikTok account, they're whining and crying. Why are they taking TikTok? That's freedom of speech. We can do whatever you want. Fuck you. Go get a job, bitch. Go shovel some fucking ditches. Huh? I didn't know people still shovel ditches. I thought they had machines that done that. You resemble Cardi B so much. I don't know who Cardi B is. Sorry. Remember getting 20 bags of chips for $1. I remember there was a lot of shit. Have you ever fucking bought a candy bar these days? I don't eat candy bars. I quit eating candy bars and buying that shit years ago. $3.75 for a fucking candy bar. A fucking candy bar. $3.75 fucking cents. That's unfucking believable, man. Aston Villa says, hey, bro, chill out. I don't need to fucking chill out. I can do whatever I want. Okay? I don't need to chill out. Why are you telling me to chill out? Because I'm telling the truth? Because I love America? Because I'm sick and tired of the bullshit? This is my fucking country. I'm in my motherfucking shop, and I can talk any fucking way I want. I don't need to fucking chill out. Robert Sharon says I'm off my meds. I ain't never taken meds in my life. Maybe you're off your meds, bitch. I never will take meds. I don't believe in meds. You know, this is the thing about the fucking internet and TikTok. It brings out the worst of people. Did you know that? Look at the way people dress now, including me. Okay, look. Okay, I'm not going to say, I'm not talking, I'm putting myself in that category too. Okay? That's the way that we dress now. We don't dress respectfully anymore. We don't have dignity and style. We go out and buy sloppy fucking clothes. We wear t-shirts and fucking baseball caps. You know, that's how people are these days. They wear fucking, what are those spandex fucking things all the women wear? Women wear these fucking super tight fucking bullshit, spandex, tight, what do they call those fucking things, man? Help me. Nobody has any class no more. Baggy, sloppy, fat, yoga pants. And half of these women that wear these yoga pants shouldn't even be fucking wearing them. They look like fucking morphodided fucking individuals. It makes them look worse wearing these stupid things, man. Weird Matter says, I like a girl in Spanx. Most of them look like fucking zoo fucking animals. They think that makes them look good, and they make them look like shit. They're like, oh my God, get the fuck out of here, bitch. What the fuck? Unbelievable. Calvary Catalyst says, I need to get some therapy. My real name is Pedro, the illegal immigrant, and I'm not going anywhere. Thank you very much, Monkey Juice. I'm glad that you're going to stay in America. We need you here. They can fart and make an air bubble. Yeah. Now, I'm going to tell everybody this, okay? I don't want you to tell Minnie the Body Shop girl about this. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to show you. Just forget it. It's going to be funnier than shit. Let me go ahead. I want to show you. Has anybody ever seen this stuff? You know what? Fuck it. I'm not even going to do it because I'm going to film it and you're going to really flip out on it. So we're going to go ahead. False reality. The word reality is false. There ain't nothing false. Those two words are the same. Reality, false, fake. It's all the same. It's a real shame that the people in America have disgraced themselves to the point of being bums. And I'm not going to close myself. I dress like a slob too. I'm not going to deny it. A lot of people say, well, that's because you're relaxed. It's relaxing. No. It's mainly because we can't afford anything else. And we're lucky to have what we got. So today is a big day. It was supposed to be Donald Trump is going to be inaugurated as our president. And then we were supposed to get rid of TikTok, which I was actually happy of that because you got all these fucking idiots out there. You know the TikTokers that I hate, that I think are scumbags, are all these women that are so fucking scumbaggish, lazy ass, broke dog pieces of shit that open up TikTok accounts and they want people to fucking pay them money and watch me, ooh, look at me, la, 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 and never fucking worked a day in their life. When I was looking at TikTok, and if I saw those, I would click the block button. I guess I just don't like fucking lazy people, okay? I don't like lazy people. Whether you're a female or a male, I don't like lazy people. I think if you're a lazy ass piece of shit, stay the fuck away from me. This is Pete, my friend Pete, your friend Pete. So you don't like Americans. That's a good one, Junior. I like that. There's a lot of lazy ass Americans. Daily Grind says TikTok's back already. Yeah, it is. It's back, and here we are. TikTok can be annoying. We got Jason D'Amico out there. How you doing, Jason? We haven't heard from Jason D'Amico in several years. Beautiful guitar player. Excellent musician. Great guy, Jason D'Amico. Thanks for coming on, Jason. Crazy head. Okay. Crazy crackhead. Are you talking about me? I'm a crackhead. Wow. I'm going to let everybody out there know something about my friend Pete. Oh, good, brother. Hope you and Minnie are well. We're awesome, Jason. Let me go ahead and tell you something about my friend Pete. I've never smoked marijuana in my life. I've never drank a beer in my life. I've never done any drugs whatsoever in my life. I have a sister that died from heroin, and I have a brother that overdosed on other drugs. My dad was a violent alcoholic, beat the shit out of us. And I was forced to be in this environment all my life, which led me to the fact that I will never drink alcohol and I will never do drugs. Because there's more in life than drugs and alcohol. Another thing is I raised my children in a good environment, that they are self-contained and they are not troublemakers. They've never been in prison. They have never been in trouble. They have never done drugs. They're not alcoholics. And I did a hell of a fucking job raising my children. So my friend Pete has done everything in his life to the best that he can. Austin Villa says, I have to be a nicer guy. Fuck you. I can be whatever the fuck I want, anytime I want. It's my fucking life, and I got the freedom to say fuck off. How the fuck nice or much do I gotta be? I am a nice guy, bitch. D. Snyder. Let me tell you about D. Snyder. Does anybody know who D. Snyder is? Twisted Sister. Twisted Sister is a rock and roll band. D. Snyder is a person that will tell you to your face, don't let other people tell you what to do. Stand up for your rights and do what the fuck you want to do. And if people around you don't like it, fuck off. I've been listening to Twisted Sister. Now, when I listen to music in my shop, I don't just listen to the music. I listen to the words, and I try to, D. Snyder is the real deal. You got it, Jason. So what I do is I try to dissect what that song is actually about. There's several songs, and this is going to sound crazy, and I'm going to make a detailed video about this. There's several songs that Twisted Sister plays, and they are hardcore religious songs about Jesus Christ. And they're about God, heaven, and believing in the Lord. There's I can think of 4 songs. 2 of them are like part 1 and part 2. And then there's 2 other songs that specifically and clearly relate that if you don't do right, you're going to hell. If you don't believe, you are going to hell. And I'm going to make a video about these 4 songs. And I believe that Twisted Sister did not get the contracts that they were supposed to get with record companies because they did not want to play the celebrity fucking game and be told how to do it and when to do it and why to do it. I've been in the celebrity ring. I told the celebrity ring to go fuck off, okay? The celebrity people out there come from another fucking planet. And I believe that D. Snyder basically told the celebrity planet to go fuck off. But that's another day and another story. So this is Pete, my friend Pete. It was nice to see Jason D'Amico and David Loist. We want to pray for David Loist. He's a hell of a good guy. He's had a lot of ups and downs in his life. His daughter, I hope he doesn't get upset about this. His daughter has disowned him, which is a very sad situation. So we're going to pray for David Loist and hope that David Loist comes through and lives a happy life. My friend Pete, your friend Pete. Take it easy, guys. And I want to pray for Jason D'Amico now that he's on here. And I hope one day that he really makes it, you know. Jason D'Amico is a very good musical, talented artist. And he's a straight up guy that works his ass off in everything he does. And he's not just a guitar player. This guy can play the drums, the piano. I mean, he's one of these, overall, all playing shit guys. So I'm going to say a prayer for Jason and Miko that, that he makes it big time sometime. So anyway, everybody else, I'm praying for you too. God bless everybody. My friend Pete, your friend Pete, I believe in Jesus Christ. Do you?